One of the 7 deadly sins, and one of the most hilarious words associated with the progressive movement: pride. I'm here to tell you that progressives don't have pride. They don't know what pride is, and because they're such deranged sociopathic losers, they wouldn't know what it was when they looked at it. Now, pride sort of has a dual meaning where normally when you're talking about the sin of pride, you're talking about extreme arrogance, egotism, self-importance. Well, that progressives have in spades. So maybe they do have pride. But progressives obviously don't mean pride as a pejorative, even though pejoratives are all they can express. They mean it in terms of being proud of oneself, having some respect, some dignity, some comfortability with themselves. Do you think progressives have that? No, they don't. They have the opposite of that. And in fact, the reason why they got to have all these protests, we got to have all these flags, we got to have all these symbols, we got to wear all these clothes, change all our avatars, we got to be in your face and hyper aggressive and downright fucking abusive with our "I'm here, I'm queer, you gotta fucking deal with it." No, nobody has to deal with your fucking bullshit. And just because you fucking wear a rainbow flag and say, "Hey, look at me, I'm gay," doesn't mean you're not an asshole. And nobody likes a fucking asshole. And so there's a reason why so many people are like, hey, can you not shove your gay shit in my face? What are you, a homophobe? No, I'm just really uncomfortable with your hyper aggressive in your face, like forced indoctrination shit. And clearly if I complain at all about your tone, about your pushiness, about your fucking overstepping your boundaries and being a piece of fucking shit, I get accused of being a homophobe. I don't give a shit about gay people. Gay people can go be gay. But like, if I'm in my own community, say I got a writing community like SBC SCP, whatever the fuck it is, that's one of the things that's going on. Or how about any of these video games where they're like, we're gonna fucking change all our MMO fucking shit for Pride Month, and here's a Pride tabard for your fucking Night Elf Mohawk, whatever the fuck. You guys remember that? Like, nobody cares. And the thing is, this does not actually produce inclusivity or positivity. What it feels like is being creepy. It's like if you're at the bus stop and some hobo starts yammering to you about the Illuminati or some shit. That's what it feels like. It feels rude. Extremely fucking rude. And this is not to say anything about how progressives also can't, create their own art or create their own memes or anything, and that they have to destroy other people's things in order to have things. They have to invade your community. They have to take over your entire fucking fandom or your entire hobby. They have to destroy your Magic the Gathering. They have to destroy your Marvel Comics. They have to destroy your internet writing services. They have to fucking say you can't post memes, or we'll fucking copyright fucking ban your IP and shit like the EU's trying to do. These people can't be inclusive. It's not in their nature. Because you see, progressives are abusive, monstrous assholes. They are bullies, they are violent, they are sadistic, and they want to hurt you. They want to destroy you. They'll look at you, you normal human being minding your own business, and say, why aren't you wearing my gay pride flag? Why are you complaining about me being in your face, shoving my propaganda in your face, protesting on your front lawn? What are you, a homophobe? What are you, a bigot? It's like, no, you're a piece of shit and I need you to go away. You're intruding on my space. No, this is our space and you're the one who's not inclusive and you need to get the fuck out. So they will basically, like a fucking virus, like a disease, like a metastasizing fucking cancer, they will aggressively come in, bully everybody, be abusive, yell, smear. Of course, part of the reason why these people are hypocrites, because they'll go straight not to just smears but slurs. You fucking white male, you fucking cis hetero patriarch. They're a fucking self-parody at this point. The point is, these people don't have any pride. They do this because they're insecure. They do this out of jealousy and envy. They're saying like, oh, all you people are having fun and cool. I want to do it too, but I also want to bring my Tumblr hyper aggressive, maniacal, fucking psychotic bullshit in here too. And everyone's like, okay, but just like, do it in your own space. Like, no, I'm going to do it in your face and you're going to like it. Another hilarious thing is, especially when it comes to the LGBT thing, progressives are not pro-LGBT. A lot of these people are what they call non-binary or gender non-binary or whatever the fuck, which means they're fake trans people. They're people who literally, this is hilarious, culturally appropriate trans people for attention whoring. So non-binary does not exist. None of this demikin, aromatic gender shit, it's all fake. Just like all these, asexual has become this great thing. It's like, oh, I don't get laid, therefore I get my own flag. I'm asexual. And then the people who do occasionally get laid are jealous of the people who are jealous of LGBT people, and you get things like gray ace, which literally doesn't exist. And I know that one of my videos on gray aces has been shared on Tumblr, and I've gotten thousands of views from these fucking retarded idiots who literally believe in something that is a logical contradiction. Basically, a gray ace is a married bachelor. It literally doesn't exist. It's like, we're sometimes asexual and sometimes sexual. You mean like a normal person? You fucking retard. So there's that. When it comes to trans people, yeah, they support people who make a mockery of and abuse trans people. And a lot of times, I know a lot of trans people online, and most of them hate the LGBT community because the T usually isn't legitimately gender dysphoric, medically transitioned trans people who don't refer to themselves as trans male or trans female or other genders. Like if you're male to female, it's a female now. And they don't want to talk about being trans. They just want to be a girl, and vice versa for female to male. And these non-binary people are usually like transvestites, attention seekers, schizophrenic people, retards, just really horrible people. So they're not pro-T. The pro-L and G is only if you support the progressive agenda. If you are a gay conservative or a lesbian who believes, feminism is a toxic hate cult, which is what it is, they will treat you as a house nigger. You are a coon and, an Uncle Tom, and they will abuse you far beyond how bad they would abuse a cis hetero white male. Speaking of which, a lot of times if you don't apply one of these non-binary fake genders to yourself, they will look down on you if you're a lesbian or gay. If you're white, even if you're a white woman who's a lesbian, you are the bottom of the totem pole. They hate you because they are racists who literally hate white people in the same way that a full-blown neo-Nazi hates black people and Jews. Again, social justice is a hate cult. It's a hate movement. It's a hate group. It's nothing but abusive. And in closing, if you talk to anybody who's bisexual, who's spent any amount of time, a lot of bisexual people are not progressive, because usually gays and lesbians who are in the progressive camp view bisexual people in the same way that they would view somebody who's not a progressive or a far leftist or a commie or whatever. They will think of you as like a faker. Ironically, very much what the quote-unquote progressive trans group is, which is not trans. They are fakers. They are cartoonish, basically people wearing trans blackface. Like, they're fucking horrible pieces of shit. And making a mockery of like a real thing that people have to live with, which sucks. So fake trans people, extremely conditional support for lesbians and gays, and general abuse for bisexual people. They treat bisexual people like shit. So these people don't have pride. They're not inclusive. And they're not tolerant. They are fucking scumbags. And all they will do is invade communities and abuse people. And they will bully you into line. And if they can, they will use the state. They will use violence. They will use the legislature to take away your freedoms, to hurt you, and to steal your stuff. Because they are fucking pure, unadulterated evil. And you should know that by now. So it's basically a complete and utter lie that these people are possessing of the quality of pride, because everything they do is out of sadistic, hateful emotions and insecurity. These people are not proud of themselves. A lot of times the reason why these people put the asexual, black, brown pride, whatever the fuck, I'm from Puerto Rico type shit. It's because they have no personality, they have no character, they have no dignity. So because progressive offers them like this hive mind where it's like, oh, you're black, you can be part of the black community. Oh, you're gay, you can be part of the gay community. Only if you fall in line and be a drone. Only if you submit to the hive mind and be a fucking sheep. Then they'll protect you in the herd where you can be indistinct. You know, we will add your biological fucking uniqueness to our own. You know, submit to the Borg is what these people are. Meanwhile, if you actually try to ever change anything or disagree, you will be bullied and harassed. You will be violently threatened. You will be doxxed. You will be fed to the wolves, because that's what these people are. Wolves in sheep's clothing. It's a very thin veneer. It's a lie. It's a sham. It's an eminence front, dude. It's a put on. You know, like the Who says. They're bullshitters. They're liars. They're scum. And they're lying so they can get away with hurting you, because they're abusive scum. I'm sorry for repeating this point, but I need you to understand that these are the least positive, least helpful, least useful, least nice human beings in the world. They are evil, vengeful, crazy scum. They're possessed by rage, resentment, insecurity, jealousy, envy, every negative emotion you can imagine. Fury, anger, sadness, rage. They're just scum. Nothing good comes from these people. And if you let them in your community and you give them admin positions or you give them any sort of directorial position, they will use it to destroy your community and kick you out of it as they fiddle and make Rome burn. That's what these people do. Thanks for watching.